Here it comes. What? Who? Well, they come, of course. Well, what do you mean?
And the more I think about it, the clearer it is to me that...
What are you standing here? I'm waiting. I'm paid to transport loads, not to haul them on my back. The cart won't unload itself, will it?
Ah, that's a stroke of luck. I'm just looking for a job myself. How about I haul those sacks?
It's all the same to me. Go and talk to the innkeeper about it.
An ale, as usual.
Oh, I feel a bit sick.
To your health, my friend.
Digress. We'll talk about it later.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, a nobleman, is marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's the talk of the region. It's invitation only, of course. But maybe we could wangle our way in somehow.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like Von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Come on. Nobody will recognize you.
Maybe not now, but what about later? People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar. As if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Ugh!
Work, your lordship, is an activity that all us common folk have to do when we need money. And it wouldn't hurt you for once either.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
So, which do I belong to?
Good question. Before I'd have said you were a peasant, but it turned out that you're a noble's bastard. And you're pretty handy with a sword. And you've even been in a monastery.
I'd rather forget about that.
You're a bit of everything. But if you get your hands dirty with labour, it wouldn't be such an offence against divine order as in my case. Pure blood, noble status and that. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
I'm going then.
Well,
How?
that too, of course. But above all, once we're out of the... As soon as we have at least some gear... Although, if you think about the 3 states of man...
How generous of you.
I know my...
It looks like you'll be rid of the sacks soon. We're supposed to haul them.
Get to it then. Bored out of my mind already. I'll move each sack so you can get a better grip on it. But don't expect no more from me.
Ein großes Bier, bitte. To a good harvest. How's life treating you?
Not too bad. I've got so much to do. I'd have to split myself in two to get it all done on time.
Why don't you take on a younger practice? Oh, please. People are always asking me if you're looking for me. They are never good enough for you.
I don't want some good vanilla in my house. I want someone that's capable and has a good head on his shoulder. And most importantly,
You're no king. Bring something to it. But the answer is obvious. Bring together. That way you'll keep an eye on the lad. You'll even have someone to carry you home. It was the same bandits who attacked Lord von Bergov's men.
Doesn't anyone believe us? Maybe because you've got no way of proving it?
We lost everything. How
Enjoy
hard
your
is that to understand?
What if you're one of those bandits? And you're up to no good? We should kick both of you out.
Did you say? Say it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
Stop insulting our dead companions!
What dead companions? You think I'm gonna fall for that cock and bull story?
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see a glorious occasion, at least from...
And I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Enjoy. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Didn't you hear? Apologize to him.
Oh no! Reinforcements! I'm so scared! Take your numbskull friend and get out of our village. Right now!
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me? Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Sterben!
It was him.
Stop beating
Let him have it!
You know what,
with
fucker?
us, you bastard.
Nice hit!
Filthy vermin. And one for two. That's nice.
Nice hit. Fucking hell.
Now we'll have you, you scum. Slice him up.
You're not up to it.
Let him have it! Nice hit!
Hurt anyone else?
We'll finish this quickly.
Show your stuff!
Get away from him.
Let him have it! Nice hit!
Do it.
Don't sterben!
Let
You
him
want
have
to try
it.
me? Right. I don't have the whole day for you.
Slice him up.
Go on then. Make a fool of yourself.
Hey, get him.
Nice strike. Viel Spaß
I'm all
in der Hölle.
yours. Greetings to the devil.
Nice hit. Kick his ass.
Rip your arse open.
Let him have it.
Take them.
Los,
Yeah,
nimm ihm die Fresse ein.
Do I always get...
What now, fucker?
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak... Oh. You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle, but no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve.
If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess. Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it? Fuck off.
Shut up! Or you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm the only one of us with any sense. I'm not the one who acts like a spoiled child.
Spoiled child? You're in danger of crossing the line, Henry. Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
I was just defending you. Should I have let that fop beat you senseless?
I only wanted him to apologise. I'd expect my right-hand man to argue my case a bit better.
What do you think I was trying to do? What an idiot I was to stand up for you.
And what good did it do? Fuck all! If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Oh, and our little prince knows all about it, doesn't he? You only left your uncle's a week ago. All you've known up to now is a tavern on Rat-Eye Green.
Now you've gone too far. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
Oh, that's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I'll have to consider what to do next.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Otto.
Hey! Open Virgo!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do? You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find mutt without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
Put some clothes on,
Henry?
you scoundrel.
Well, come on. I don't bite. You don't look like you're in a rush anywhere.
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side. Now things can only get better.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Hey, you.
I'm Bara.
Looks like you know your...
I ain't.
Why exactly...
Why? I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
You're something like a wanderer?
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller, or a nomad. But don't say it too loud, the locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
Greetings, friend. Greetings to you, friend.
Where are you headed? If you're only passing through here.
For work, to the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
You said you...
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet. But I won't be troubling her long, just until I find a way to make a living.
What do you want to do?
I'll find something.
Don't get your hopes up.
You mean
Do you know anything more?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joke.
Do you think Tomcat might teach...
No offence.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
Where might I run?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
I'm practically naked. Nobody's...
At least you're not walking around bare-assed. Although that might not be a sorry sight.
Ah, very funny. I'd rather you tell me where I might get some clothes.
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin, a monk's robe, or perhaps Sir Brunswick's armour?
I could use some armour. Proper, like, for a night. And no rusty junk.
And you are like a knight?
Well, yeah. I don't look so good. But I swear I came here in armour, sword at my side, and on a horse.
Wow. And where is your armour, sword, and horse now?
That's a long story. And it's not a happy tale.
Well, you can hardly buy new armour now, but you might find something in the town hall armoury, although you'll need quick hands.
Thanks. These'll come in handy.
Just don't get yourself caught again.
I have no money. I might as well beg on the village green like you.
The hell you will. This is my turf. Here you go. I'll skip supper. It's partly your doing anyway.
Wow. I mean, thank you. Seriously.
Yeah, don't start crying. You'd better find some work quick. Don't exaggerate. This province is small.
Still, it'll be faster with a horse.
There's a stud farm in Semine, renowned far and wide.
And which way is Semine?
Southwest from here, not too far. There's a road goes right there from the green. Just go down the hill. Once you see the walled farmhouse, you're there. Though I'll be a queen before you can afford a horse from Semine.
My main concern is getting to that wedding in Semine. Do you know anything about that celebration?
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else. The Lord's son is getting married to the sister of that lout he was fighting with.
How much time do you think I have? Have the preparations already begun?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished, and blacksmith Radovan still ain't started smithing the gift for the groom. So, no rush.
Hopefully by then I'll find a way to sneak in. Do you know where...
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay. But you have to pay.
I'm not going near that tavern. I'd catch hell again. Got any other ideas?
If you find some work, maybe you'll get a place to sleep too.
I really need...
I can see that. Save up for something, or use...
Oh well. It was nice...
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
Hey, did you forget your clothes somewhere?
Aye. At your mother's place when I was shagging her.
Come now. Did you hear about what happened at the big wheel?
At the mill?
Yeah, the place by the Zheherovka street.
I'd like to buy something.
If it's a tradesman you're after, your best bet is...
I'd like to...
That's a serious matter.
Well,
I don't understand why he's not lodging a complaint himself. And why...
It's a long story.
Sorry, fella, but I'm not... If you were telling the truth, why don't you... I'm sorry, lad, but until then...
I need to speak...
With the royal...
Why not?
I'd like to...
Where'd
But
they won't...
Would you... I'm not gonna...
What's new in the county?
I heard something's going on in Takoff again. Project the Innkeeper is probably coming up with some mischief to pull on the Gelievites. Will they never cut it out? Their bickering is making work for me. And now I've been visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village, along the road to Nabokov.
What do you mean, more? You sound like this isn't the first time.
That we found someone buried here? Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Most of them are von Burgo's men. Also, if it wasn't bad enough that gang of bandits is rampaging through the region, now someone's stealing cabbage from the peasants. What a disaster.
Cabbage?
Aye, and the peasants won't stop bugging me about it. I was just visited by a peasant from Jadar. He's been talking my ears off for God knows how long. Say, do I really have to do this? Do I have the time to look for some moron stealing cabbages? And that's about it.
That sounds interesting. Thank you. Excuse me, I'm looking for the man who was in the...
I can't help you with that.
What's new?
Nothing special, fortunately. It's peaceful here, and the war has avoided us so far, thank God. Just, well, that's how it was.
And what happened?
What do you think? It started with that nomadic riffraff, theft of hens and sheep, then continued with ambushes on the road. And then the wolves started to come in from the forests on account of the poachers killing off their prey. Oh, and then our master Chamberlain Ulrich. Oh my God. But that's no business of yours, understand?
I understand. What's new in the...
I was just visiting. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field.
What do you mean more?
That we found someone... I've been digging up bodies ever...
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
There's no food for me here.
Hey, you're not allowed here. Correct, you nightcrawler.
Good day. Good day.
Bloody hell.
Put some clothes on. You can't just go walking about like this. whatever.
Maybe next time then.
Some clothes on, you scoundrel.
Look out!
Give me something to eat, thanks.
Doesn't it bother you walking around here like some animal?
Look out! What? Who left the door open?
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
Aye, bread is good for the stomach, but
What the hell? Du Nervensäge! Get out! Wie schade. Auf Wiedersehen. You can't just stroll around here without so much as
What are
a
you
bite to
gawking
eat.
at?
Who is it? What are you barging in here for?
Was willst du, du Schuft? Sprich oder geh.
Show me.
What can you do?
halt! Search! Show me what you've got on you.
Go ahead and search me.
Hurry up!
I've got nothing to hide.
Carry on.
But other than that, he's been babbling about the wedding non-stop.
Can't say I blame him.
Look out! Isn't it a sin to walk?
Would you like to throw some dice?
What game?
Well, it's better than listening to news about bandits running rampant around here. I'm happy to think about something normal for a change. True. So what did Rush tell you about it? There's going to be a dice tournament at the wedding.
Soldiers, of course.
And do you have enough money?
Gold badge. That must cost the king's ransom, just like the whole wedding. I hear
Masters.
And do you have enough?
I actually don't want to.
He's pretty much dead broke.
I hope it's not that. Not bad. I wouldn't wish that on Agnes.
What a load of shit.
Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want something, wait till I've stopped being angry. And if you don't have...
I can't keep this.
What happened?
I'm in big trouble.
How so?
I lost a letter. A very important letter. I was supposed to deliver it to my master by tonight.
Do you know where
I haven't the faintest idea.
What was in?
I have no idea what, but it was my master's beloved who sent.
Oh, so it could just as easy.
I don't really care what was.
Would you like me to help you?
There's no point now. I've been on the road.
You should have been losing the one.
I know. But now it's.
I have to be. I hope you find.
Me too.
I'm sorry to.
Wait! Punch me in the face.
What?
Smack me in the gob. I'll say I was ambushed on the way and they took the letter.
Well, if you ask me, you should man up and.
No way!
And if I give you a thrashing, that.
At least I know you won't flay me to.
Very well then. Or not. It's up to you. You ready?
I.
You're no match for me!
Cut the bullshit and fight!
All right.
Oh, that was rough.
Do you think that's enough?
I definitely. I'm sore all over. Oh, my mouth most of all.
Glad to be of help then. Take care. I can't do this without a spade. Did you drink away your hose?
I'll rip your ass open!
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
Shit!
Are you blind?
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
Damnation!
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
Next time, have a bath before... I'll have a look at the... Why are you wasting my time if you don't want anything then, eh?
Ah, damn!
Don't cause any trouble.
something from us, and then you go walking around with it on.
Give up.
Make me.
That's quite enough.
What's that I hear?
You won't surrender?
Enough!
You're a thief. And you're even stupid.
Wait a moment. I didn't steal any...
Don't try to make a fool.
I can't pay.
In that...
Take me away.
Now, I'll take those stolen items.
Have a look then.
Right, I thought as much. All right, let's...
Made a fool of myself once again. Damn. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Damn.
Damnation. Ah, damn! Damnation. Bloody hell. Shit.
What?
You've no business here.
Have you come to break some more stuff?
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
What the hell? Raus, du Bastard! Wie schade. Auf Wiedersehen.
God grant you health. Who's this?
Can I help you?
Your money or your life?
Hold on!
Fuck!
Somebody, please!
You can't stand up to this! Do it! Oh, fuck yourself! Right! Now.
Doesn't it bother you, walking around here like some kind of animal?
Ah, damn!
You shouldn't be bothering us here. So you're just wandering aimlessly, eh? You don't have it.
me your money! This is a robbery! Fuck! I'll kill you!
I've been attacked! Help!
It's a wonder.
Was that supposed to be a threat?
Yeah!
I'm done with you in a flash!
Wanker!
Hang him!
I'll hack your ass off!
Nice hit!
Now, fucker!
You're lucky I don't kick shit I see on the ground.
Shame! Shame on you!
I'd like something to eat.
What's that noise?
God be with you. You must be parched. What say you have a drink with us?
Don't worry what that was. But it's just you.
God be with you.
Fuck it.
Very odd. It must be over now. Whatever it was.
Huh? Can I help you? Ah, well, what can you do? Farewell, then.
Halt! Search! Show me what you've got on you.
What's that?
Have it your way. You should have listened.
Christ, you stink to high heaven!
Was machst du? Du Nervensäge!
A word about the price.
Gut. That's quite a sum. Why? Gutes Geschäft. Auf Wiedersehen.
God bless.
I heard you could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. What do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Radovan. You should know Henry. The blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge. Go over to the anvil and let's get started. Then go over to the anvil and let's get started. Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up. Try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. It works the bellows. See? That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Hear that? Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. Well struck. That's the ring you want.
Too bad.
The ring you want. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll whistle to myself to keep the rhythm going. Well struck. That's some nice whistling. It's easier to forge to a rhythm, isn't it? Keep on whistling. Make sure you keep up. There you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking. Right. Let's have a look. Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
Thanks.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And of course, you can use any question.
What can I do?
Well, you can sell them, though you probably won't have. Works at the side of the house. There are 2 doors, and you can put your things in. You can buy some essentials from me. But if you want to make a fancy sword, this is just a village, you know. The locals ain't up.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to. You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right. Here are some simple drawings. You can get down
just like that.
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more interesting work.
day to you.
Greetings to you. How can I help?
So what's it going to be?
What's new around here?
Vostotek. Lord von Beregov's huntsman is a regular here. He might have some work for you. He's got a cottage near Vidlak Pond. So if you know your way around the woods, you could go and offer him your help. I hope he hasn't started drinking somewhere else. He's my best customer. You could also stop by and see Old Mouth. He's the local storyteller. He could tell you all sorts of interesting things, but only if you bring him some liquor. Don't forget, I have some here to sell, if you want. I'm working on a little practical joke myself. We have this little dispute with the Zhelyevites. You might be interested. And that's all I'd say.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper. You're having problems with the Zhelyevites?
Not just me, my friend. They're the biggest bastards around. They've been nothing but trouble for years. The winter before last, they piled snow in front of everyone's doors at night, so no one could get out of their house. And last year, they broke into my cellar and pissed in my beer barrel.
Gracious.
Not yet, no. But since I'd pay you well.
What exactly would you like me to do?
Don't worry. I won't make you do any shoveling or pissing anything. But I'd hate to reveal my plan, only for you to go...
All right.
Listen up there. Old Olbram, the owner of the biggest plot of land in Zhelyov, has this beautiful bull. White as snow he is. The finest animal far and wide. Obviously, he's very proud of it. Very protective, too. Now you, will give his beautiful snow-white bull a nice new coat of paint. Olbram is going to lose his mind. Simple, right?
Painting a bull, eh?
Right. First, we have to get some paint. I don't reckon we'll be able to get any here in the village, but you can try and ask Bartoszek, the tailor in Trotskovitz. And after that, we'll have to try asking Radovan, the local blacksmith. If you pour it in the bull's water trough, I'm sure it'll do the trick. But watch out. That beast is enormous. You'd better...
All right, then.
And remember, it's supposed to be a
Right. So, what's new?
Nothing new. It's quiet.
What do you have?
Why are you wasting my time if you don't want anything then, eh?